Ometeat. Let's just talk about dark goddess energy for a bit. This is for sure something I will come back to. I keep coming back to this in my channelings from the divine feminine, because it is so important to connect with the dark goddess. It's also a big part of the shamanic work. Like, I walk the shamanic path means that I walk the feminine path, and that means I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark goddess. Some call it shadow work. We go really deep into the subconscious and face all these, the pain, the grief, the rage, the anger, that is there. We face it and we work through it in various ways. There's so many different ways to do this, but essentially it's dark goddess energy. And we had this eclipse on the full moon on May 5th, 2023. So that really brought up the dark goddess energy, which I spoke about in my forecast, about how the goddess of distortion is birthing beauty from the chaos. So a little bit of chaos is needed for us to be able to see clearly. Also, what I usually say in my work and my teachings is to be able to really see in the light, you have to learn how to see in the dark, because without the dark, there's no light, right? In the dark, we see the light. So we have to travel deep to be able to see the light. And this is really a time where we go to that dark goddess energy to face our wounds and whatever wants to come up and work through it. We need to work through it very somatically with our practices to meet her and to let it out in a safe way, in a safe container with loving arms holding us. And that for sure could be a circle, could be a group of people. There are sacred containers and spaces for this. And at a point in our journey, we also start to hold that space for ourselves. So I can hold my own dark goddess, and I can hold a safe container and space for her to transform, right? Because really we need no one else but ourselves. So this dark goddess energy is really a blessing and a topic I come back to again and again, because it is essential in the shamanic work, in the shamanic path, and in our channeled messages from the divine feminine. There's so much to heal and so much to work through and so much to face and things to release from years and years and years of suppression of the divine feminine. There's so much. We can't even imagine how much we hold inside that just needs to release and come out. I also mentioned this in that moon forecast, that this is something that we work through in this lifetime. So just stay with your practice. Whatever comes up, face the darkness and try to hold yourself with love and compassion. And if you really need help and support, seek out that circle, right? But remember, you can hold that space for yourself. Okay, so much love, and I look forward to speak again about the dark goddess energy very soon. And if you feel called to work with her in a gentle and deep inquiry way, a deep way where you learn to hold yourself, have a look at my art. I have a special poem for the dark goddess energy and a blessing to the dark goddess. So check that out. I leave the link below if you're interested in going to your own dark goddess and sit with her for a while. Ometeat.